Now then YouTube, I'm the TOFF man and welcome back to some more complete guide to Thaumcraft 5. In today's episode guys, we're going to be taking a look at the Golemancy tab. Now there's not much involved in this tab guys, so it's probably all going to end up in one episode, fingers crossed. Now remember, as always, in the description below are going to be timestamps to every single item that is in this episode. And I've been doing that for the other episodes of the guides as well, so that you guys can get to exactly what you need to get to as soon as you want to get to it. Because, you know, for me, when I'm later on down in the future, even though I know, you know, Thaumcraft 5, there's a couple of things where I think, oh, I wonder what this does. I can't remember what this does. And then I can go back and just click on one of my timestamps and then go straight to it. But anyways, yes, today we're going to be looking at the Golemancy tab. Now we're going to start with basic Golemancy, okay? Basic Golemancy. You have studied the basic primitive golems anyone can create and found them lacking. They have potential, but it is not possible to control them. You are sure you can do better. Now this is a big, you know, kind of thumb to say, hey, golems aren't ready yet. And that is true guys, golems aren't craftable yet in Thaumcraft 5. Mainly because they're getting a rewrite. They're actually being rewritten by Azanor, so fingers crossed guys that they will be coming shortly. I don't know when they were coming, I can't tell you. But anyways, that's basic Golemancy, and I think you start with that, but then you have all of these other bits and bobs around it that you can start to unlock. The Hungry Chest, a chest that doesn't wait to be opened. That is true. Everybody knows from the previous versions of Thaumcraft what a Hungry Chest can do. It's great wood planks with a wooden trapdoor on the top in the middle there, and the Hungry Chest is able to pick up items by itself if they are dropped close enough to touch it. And it really is as simple as that, guys. Let's have a look. Hungry Chest. Here it is. I've made a right mess of that over there. That sinister node has just made a right mess. Okay. And basically that is exactly what it does. Now the practical uses of this, you can shove it in front of the infernal furnace. So every time something gets smelted up and then gets chucked out, this Hungry Chest will be able to just go ahead and eat that up, gobble it up, and then keep it in its inventory for you to have a look at later on. The next thing is Material Studies Wood. Golemancy places great demands on your craftsmanship, as it often requires intricate components with very narrow margins for error. You will need to increase your skill and knowledge of both mundane and arcane materials. Your first target is wood. Wood is a versatile substance and despite its weakness, it is light and easy to work. You have found great wood to be a far superior wood, particularly well suited to Golemancy. So as you can see, material studies. When you go around with your thermometer, when you learn something, when you look at something and learn it, guys. Let's see if I can do it with wheat. Can I do it with wheat? No, nothing can be learned from wheat. What about you, villager? Are you going to give me anything to learn from? Yes. And there we go. We've got some knowledge of air and humanus. Now, what that basically means in the book right here, Material Studies Wood. So study wood and this little page will come up here. At least, I think so. I think that's how it works. So, next on the list is Clockwork Minds. Now, Clockwork Minds are mainly just a crafting material to be used in certain different other recipes. Iron golems, snow golems, and similar creations that anyone can throw together all have the same thing in common. They are unpredictable and uncontrollable. The spirits that animate them are wild and follow their own will. This is a problem. If you're going to create intelligent magical servants, then you're going to want to give them a mind that is willing to take orders. The simplest solution is a clockwork constructed quickened by thaumaturgy. It has its limitations and very little autonomy, but it's a start. So already you can see the sort of changes that are coming into Golemancy, and it does sound quite interesting, guys. I'm really interested to see what's going to happen with this. So glass panes around a brass gear with a redstone comparator and 2 brass plates with 50 Ignis, 50 Aqua, and 50 Ordo. Now the Clockwork Mind is actually used in other bits and bobs as well, so just keep that in mind, guys, not just golems. Moving on, you get access to automated crossbow and also Biothaumic Minds, but we're going to go into the automated crossbow, simple defenses, which can be crafted with a bow, an iron ingot, a brass gear, 2 great wood planks, a Clockwork Mind, and 2 sticks with 150 air, 100 Ignis, and 50 Ordo. Let me go ahead and get this set up for you guys so you can see exactly what this thing does. Okay, so this is the automated crossbow. This little thing right here is great. It's absolutely fantastic as this thing, guys. So, if you take a look inside of it, it does have an internal buffer. It also has an amount of hearts. Now, this thing can be destroyed and will get targeted if it starts firing at something, so please be aware. And as you can see, that's how I tested it. So, we're going to spawn in a creeper right here. Now, this thing will turn to face it and then start hitting it. Now, what's interesting to me... Yes. What's interesting to me is these little legs actually do start moving. So I'm thinking to myself already that we may have more advanced versions of these crossbows. Maybe little, crossbows with these legs that like move around so that they can like patrol an area. Maybe that would be a very interesting thing to see. Look, do you see that? Now you can also, by the way, guys. Oops. Yeah, that's it. Keep him in. Go on, crossbow man. Yes, good lad. So what I'm thinking is, yeah, we can get like upgraded versions of. Oh look, love it. Oh, it's getting slapped. It's getting slapped back. Are you gonna start getting it or what? Oh, what happens when it dies? This is the question. Wisp versus crossbow. Oh, hang on a minute. You just died and then zapped him, poor guy. Yes, you can manually fill this up with arrows, but you can also put it above an upward facing dispenser and it will take the arrows from that inventory as well. But that is the automated crossbow. Absolutely love that thing, it's great. Moving around then, guys, Biothaumic Minds. As predicted, the Clockwork Minds you have created offers very little in the way of abstract reasoning and autonomy. Attempting to create more complex clockworks has met with a very little success. So you've turned to something you know will already work. Human brains, as you do. Though hesitant at first, you soon overcame any trepidation you felt and delved into biothaumaturgy. Ooh, merging flesh, machines, and magic in a single whole. This is interesting. And this is, I think, something like this. Biothom needs to be an actual tab. We need biothaumaturgy. We need to be able to do this. The results are encouraging, and you are now able to infuse Clockwork Minds with salvaged grey matter to form a mind with much greater capabilities. So 16 Cognitio and 16 Machina with a clock, and a zombie brain with a Clockwork Mind in the middle. And it's a moderate instability. Now going from here, you need a Biothaumic Mind to find... hang on a minute. No, we'll go around this way first, because you need the Arcane Bore first. So the Arcane Bore, everybody knows how this works if you've played Thaumcraft before in the past, but it's got a few slight changes, of course, because it's gone to Thaumcraft 5. A couple of great wood planks, an earth shard, an air shard, a diamond shovel, a diamond pick, brass plate, brass gear, and a Clockwork Mind. With 32 motors, 32 machina, should I say, 16 motors, 16 potentia, 32 terra, and 16 vacuous. You can also get an Arcane Bore base, of which you will need to be able to put the Arcane Bore on top of, but let me go ahead and get something started and fixed so that you guys can see how this thing works. Okay, so to set up the Arcane Bore, you're going to need the Arcane Bore base first, which I'm going to go ahead and put right here. Now, there's only two places of which you can go ahead and put the Arcane Bore. This Arcane Bore. You can put it on the top of it, or you can put it on the bottom of it. So, to save me any hassle, what I'm going to go ahead and do is just open up this area with a 3x3 right here, and I'm going to stick it right underneath. So there you can see, it's now working. Oh, well, at least it's now built. It's not working. You can go ahead and change this little blob right here. When this thing mines materials, it will pop straight out of that blob. You can change it by going ahead and just right-clicking with a wand on whichever side that you want it to go ahead and spit it out. It will spit it out straight into an inventory, so let's go ahead and put a chest just there so that we don't have to mess around. There we go. Good stuff. And it's changed a little bit since since Thaumcraft 4. When you actually open this up, it doesn't require a wand with the excavation. I think that's what it required previously. It just now requires the wand focus excavation. Now be aware that the enchantments put onto the wand focus excavation will work as well. So I'll put that on there, and you can see it's actually put that onto the front there. The other thing it will need is a pickaxe. Now depending on what pickaxe you use, say, for example, a diamond one I'm going to shove in here. It doesn't have an effect on whether or not it can mine, because it will still go ahead and mine, but will have an effect on the durability of the pickaxe. and how long it will be able to mine. Any enchantments or anything that you put on there will also be applied to whatever the Arcane Bore is mining. This thing will also require Peditio Vis to be able to function. Now you can go ahead and pump it in, or you can leave it to do the atmosphere. It's much better to go ahead and... hang on a minute. Is it tube? Yeah, it is. It's much better to go ahead and pump it in rather... there we go. Rather than let the Vis from the atmosphere go ahead and do it, because it will do it much faster. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves a lever. I think I'll be ready to show you exactly what this does. Will it work for me, please? Let me get a block. There we go. And it's actually mining that way. So that's great. You can change the way that it mines by clicking on it with a wand, like that, on whichever side that you want it to actually mine. Now we're going to want it to mine downwards, so I'm going to go like that. There we go. Now we can go ahead and turn it on, and it will mine downwards. Which is great. It will do a 3x3 area, mainly because I've got no enchantments on anything. Okay, I've got no enchantments on one focus excavation, which is what excavates it in the first place. And of course, I've got no enchants on the diamond pickaxe, which is why it's so slow at the moment. But yes, there you go. That is the Arcane Bore. Now let me go ahead and turn that off. Really nothing else to show you about that. It puts all the rest of the stuff into the chest. The next and last thing is the Autocaster. Now, there's a lot of people that have been saying about that they want to see something like this. The Autocaster, balanced shard, 2 great wood planks, a morphic resonator, a Biothaumic Mind, a brass gear, an iron capped wooden wand, and a brass plate, 16 aurum, 16 aversio, 16 cognitio, 32 machina, and 16 census will get you one of these. So with your discovery of advanced artificial minds and recent advances made with via development of the Arcane Bore, you have found a way to create an automated turret that uses wand foci. It has a small internal store of vis that it can replenish from the aura, but a machine is no thaumaturge. The recharge rate is slow, and it cannot make use of any mechanisms to reduce to activation costs of the foci. What? Cannot make use of any mechanisms to reduce to activation costs. The activation costs of foci. Okay. The Autocaster can be placed against any surface, and it would be possible to fine-tune which targets it attacks. Clicking on it with a wand will pick it back up. So let's go ahead and get one of these Autocasters. Autocaster. And I'm going to make a little tower right here, because why not? I'm going to put the Autocaster right on the side there. This thing looks pretty cool. But we're going to go ahead and get ourselves a focus. And we're going to get the focus of fire, because why not? And we're going to go ahead and stick that into there. We can target animals, mobs, players, or friendly stuff. So we're just going to target mobs. Its range is 12 blocks. And I'm not sure, without having to have a look over there, guys, whether or not you can put in an enchanted one and it will do up the range. I'm pretty sure it would, otherwise it just wouldn't say range 12 blocks on there. It also has hearts to contend with, and it looks around a bit like a CCTV camera. It looks great. Look at this thing. It looks like what's it from Portal? From Portal 2. What's his name now? Wheatley? Is it Wheatley from Portal 2? It looks a bit like him, but stuck on a wall. So okay, let's go ahead and test this out by sticking a creeper right there. Oh yeah, look at that. That's what I like to see. And now it's dead. So if you have a look in there, Ignis vis per tick times 2. This is brilliant. That is absolutely fantastic. Right, let's put a few down. See what happens. Oh, goodness. Oh, the automated turret's getting in there, look. No, don't blow it up. No, Wheatley. Survive. Yes, mate, yes. And yeah, it is using the Ignis from the atmosphere as well. So, there we go, guys. That is going to be it for the Golemancy tab. Not much to see in here at the moment, but remember, guys, he is constantly updating it, and he will be working on those golems. They will be coming back, guys. It's just a question of when. If you've enjoyed this, guys, please go ahead and leave a like, and I will see you guys in the next episode when we move on to the Eldritch tab. Until then, I've been the Toffman as always. stay safe.